Hey, how's it going? This is the
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
podcast. Yep, that's the show where we look at today's news and see what the fuck is going on and why what the fuck is what the fuck. Over. And as we're always going to do, we here at the WTF would like to give a shout out and a huge thank you to our veterans and serving forces in the U.S. everywhere. We just want to remind everyone of their sacrifices and, of course, well, the fact is that we wouldn't have a show title if it wasn't for the military. So, Charlie Mike, tip of the spear, we love you. You are our saving grace and what shows our country for being strong, and we are thankful for your being there. So, thank you to you all. All right, now it's on to the world of WTF. Now, our mission is here is simple, as we talked about this the other day. New administration, a lot of stuff to talk about. Big WTF. All right, so what's on the docket today for our second show? I'll tell you, back for our latest journey into WTF land. Over. It seems like the writers and I will be very busy for the next 4 years or so. All right, so first let's talk about the ensuing battle between the White House and our judiciary system as it relates to the travel ban, or the lifted travel ban at this present moment, as the D-man is trying to make an end run with ICE. And the pendulum just swings over our heads, waiting for it to fall on some unsuspecting person's head. So tell me, Mr. Trump, you stopped the flow of immigration from countries that were deemed a danger to U.S. security. Now, okay, I get that, right? But so wouldn't Saudi Arabia be on that list? I mean, 11 of the 15 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia, and everybody knows that, everybody. But Saudi Arabia is not, I repeat, not on this list. Now, is there anything just a little out of skew here to anyone, or am I the only one? I mean, what the fuck? Over. In fact, the son of Muhammad Ali and his mom were being detained and asked what religion they are. This is why they travel back into the country from all places, Jamaica. Jamaica? Really? Really? That's not even close to a terrorist country at all. I mean, unless you're stuck in Kingston, which is just a mite scary there after dark, but otherwise beautiful country. And it's not a terrorist country at all. There's too much weed being smoked to get aggro about killing anyone, know what I'm saying? Like, just pass me the munchies bowl and let's get a pizza to kill this cottonmouth I got from blazing up. It's all Irie, man, you know? I mean, has it occurred to anyone that we're just stroking the fire that breeds mistrust and hate? I mean, it's a guaranteed boost for ISIS in their recruiting. I mean, now they really can say that we are attacking the Muslim faith. Now, this is not a religious battle. And these mullahs running around these madrasas preaching through perverted translations that each mullah is allowed to interpret in his own way and translate it freely as he sees fit. Never necessarily adhering to the whole message, just a perversion that's used to stoke the fire of which we are adding fuel to by creating this ban. And now the aggressive approach that ISIS is being tasked with, I mean, damn people, this country was built on religious tolerance for all, and every one of us had to go through that. Well, at least our ancestors did. So Islam is a peaceful religion, and America and our terrorist fears, the zealotry by religious figures, and these crazy people, they're perverting this religion. It's a beautiful religion, and they're trying to ratify their claim for credulity. And we're helping them gain that credibility by giving them buku media coverage. Like, what's that all about? That legitimizes them. And that would most likely have never happened in the first place if the Iraqi army wasn't disbanded. And what our government knows full and well is that Daesh started from this happening. And you know what? That's not even the point. The point is that no matter what they do, the Quran, the Bibles, they all preach life, love, and peace, living under one sun, not one law. And if that isn't a what the fuck, well, I'll eat my damn hat. You know, how did we get here in today's modern, technologically advanced society? I mean, there's an amazing leap in technical capabilities of editing and glamorizing things that are truly nowhere near glamorous, making a divide that should never be there, right? Our side and their side, and just cover it up with lies so they can laugh as we are pushed to a divide. I mean, wake up, people. That is what they want. You and me not joining. Divide and conquer. Hello? Remember, right? And then they take a generation of kids that are coming up and not unlike the children of the Germans during the Second World War or the children of the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia in the 70s. Oh, just don't believe in your parents, believe in us. We are You're the ones who care about you the most. So they're messed up if they do something wrong, and you need to turn them in if you love them. So because they're going against the party or Sharia law or whatever reason you should turn your parents in. I mean, I can't think of any other reason. Disciplining me was pretty much what happened. I mean, I was a bad kid. Not like that's a stretch for anybody, but these people are creating the young lions of the next generation, they call them. Kill the infidel crusader, kill the Jew, kill whatever infidel you see, wherever you see this. Is that what we're teaching their kids? That's what their kids are learning, to die for the chance to kill the infidel? Sacrifice of life is better than to live for yourself or your family? Is that what this is about? These are kids. Children who, instead of playing with toys, are learning how to field strip Kalashnikovs or drive a car that's a bomb that they themselves get to explode so they can become martyrs. Kids. What the fuck? Over? So now we ban all these countries not called Saudi Arabia and let them stay on the let them fly list. I mean, come on, Saudis, you did it before. Let's go for two, right? I mean, who made this list up? Osama's son, or the family of Muhammad Atta, or maybe Ramzi bin Yusuf's cousin? I mean, seriously, what good is a ban if it doesn't affect the people who have the history of terror attacks in the U.S. and the rest of the world, right? Can someone explain that? Oh, yeah, I mean, I could see it right now. It's like Homeland Security. Hi, you're coming in from Belgium, but you're originally from Yemen. Yes, that is true and correct, but now I am Belgian. Oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty nice vest you got. What were all those big brown bars you got in there, kind of brick-shaped like? What is that? Oh, it is Belgian chocolate bars. They're just a little heavier. I like to eat them on the flight. Oh, well, okay. Well, since you're from Belgium, come on in and enjoy your stay in the States. Oh, I sure will. Oops, I'm sorry. I was like old Ralph Cramden as a terrorist. Sorry, Jackie, no disrespect. Anyway, meanwhile, note to Homeland Security, Semtex comes in many different forms. And apparently people probably still will eventually try to set fire to their drawers again. But we're hoping not to have to go through that kind of kink again. I think that one especially was about the dumbest gig to be stuck with. I mean, okay, we are sending you to conduct a martyrdom mission where you set fire to your underwear and blow your balls and the plane to kingdom come. Yeah, that's the mission for me. 72 virgins, no balls. Not very fair, I'm thinking. I mean, we've come so far, and I don't mean that in a positive way, unfortunately. So, now how are we going to put a spin on any of this? Oh, I get it. Right, let's build a wall. Yeah, it'll be big. It'll be gold. And in big letters, it'll say, Trump. Yeah, that's it. I see it. It's beautiful. Oh, boy. We are in trouble. We really are. Next up, gambling at the White House. And I don't mean the same gambling we've been doing for the last 15 years in the Middle East, or pretty much everywhere else in the damned world. No, I'm talking about slots in the hallways before the Oval Office and a world-class Trump hotel directly attached. The lifestyles of the rich and famous. I said it again. I said it once, and I'll say it again. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot. Over and over and over, and oh my God. All right, that's our steaming hot bowl of WTFs today. So remember, this forum is for all of us caught up in this beloved of a world. And of course, you Zoomies out there have already explained what it means. So everybody knows we got 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. And it is fucking heavy of garbage. So send your memes, your vids, your emails, your tweets, and just about whatever wakes up the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot in you. Right? That, of course, as we talk all the time, is your common sense for those of you who decide to use it. There's this definitely a whole bunch of people that I'm not really into it. I don't know why. I mean, God knows. Who knows? Okay, so be that as it may, you send it all to me at icount_HP@WTFover.life. That's icount_HP@WTFover.life. And you do count. That's the whole point. You do count. All right? So if it makes what the fuck sense, wait, that's an oxymoron, right? What the fuck sense and oh, what the fuck over? Well, sorry for the faux pas. Anyway, if what you send us makes the what the fuck cut, we will put it up for everyone to see and or hear and help further our goal of listing the current impactful Whiskey Tango Foxtrots, which at this point are really flying around like pies at a slapstick convention. I mean, Buster Keaton could be here for all we know. Anyway, we'll list them and let the world know how we're feeling in dealing with it, and we want to know how the world is now seeing us and it, other than the two ends of the spectrum which we're seeing now, like disbelief and nervous laughter or death. Apparently not much of a choice there, right? I mean, middle ground maybe? Apparently not. All right, so don't forget, just come back for more with me, HP, and my intrepid team of researchers and purveyors of finding the humorously absurd and extremely harmful WTFs and whatever the fuck else we do dig up. I mean, so join me for the next time. And if you like it, pass it on to someone and hit that like button. Don't forget, remember to stay frosty because it's getting hot up in here. And don't forget, first thing, thank a vet or a current service member. For real, yo. And did I mention to hit that like button? If you like this podcast, please pass it on to friends, enemies, or anyone in between. We are not bothered by shameless promotion. No. Look what it did for President Scrooge. I keep saying that. Or, excuse me, Mr. Trump. Listen, we got so much more for him coming, so much for us all to be involved in. Please come back. We're running and hustling to try to get the stuff up on the site. I know Trump's been in office a little while, and it's been nonstop, so we're busting our butt to get stuff up. So bear with us, enjoy what I put up, and there'll be more every other day or every 3 days as soon as I can get the stuff up. But we've got so much. There's just so much, and we want to hear what you have to say too. So please come back again. All right? Thanks. Peace.